Hey guys, it's AK-47 Master here, and I'm making my 200 subscriber special Q&A video. I got plenty of questions, and the gameplay I'll put in the back may either be some gameplay from one of my YouTube friends, IBen0016, or maybe some Halo 4 gameplay. I'm not decided yet. I'm not sure. I still gotta ask Ben if he'll let me use some of his gameplay. Of course, I'll shout him out if he does let me. So if you are watching some non-Halo 4 gameplay, that's probably Ben's gameplay. Anyways, let's get into the Q&A. Now, the first question I'm going to answer is from FireCharger55, and he asks me, where do I see myself in 20 years from now? And just give you guys some perspective, in 20 years from now, I will be 36 years old. Hopefully, I'll be married by then. I'm hoping that I'll have a beautiful wife, a couple of kids to support, and a nice house, and a wonderful car. Hopefully, a BMW. And I also hope I will be an experienced forensic science technician, because that's the career I actually want to pursue in life. So that is where I see myself in 20 years. Next, the Game Hunter 09 asks, why the name AK-47 Master 5112? Now, the name does have some significance. The AK-47 Master part is actually completely unrelated to the significance. It's just a random name that is pretty catchy. And, people don't have to include the numbers. They can just say AK-47 Master. So it just acts as a placeholder and just acts as a catchy little slide off the tongue name that sounds really cool. It's pretty catchy, and people remember it pretty well, which is one of the priorities when you're making your YouTube channel username. You want to make sure it's something people can remember, something that isn't too difficult to spell, and something that has grammar, or that is grammatically correct. Like I'm not using a 4 for an A, or a T for a 7, or anything stupid like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm grammatically correct. Now, the numbers actually do have some significance. So the 5 was the age in years I was when I got my first gaming console, which is what I consider to be like the turning point from a casual gamer to a hardcore gamer. Once you get an actual gaming device that is specifically made to play games on, I think that's when you become a hardcore gamer. Because plenty of people have portable gaming devices. I mean, look at the Android devices out there. Look at the iPhones. Those are all mobile gaming devices. But not all hardcore gamers are walking around with an iPhone. I mean, there's businessmen that walk around with iPhones. You think they're sitting home playing Halo all day or Call of Duty? No, that is not the case. So, yep, that's what the numbers mean. The name does actually have some significance. So next will be UnrealSapling, and he asks me, who's my inspiration on YouTube? And also, congrats on 200 subs. Thanks a lot, man. Also, wait. Before I do that, Game Hunter 09 also asks, any future LP ideas for your channel that you were excited about? Well, the next LP I'm going to be doing is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I already uploaded the background design on my channel, which was made by Red-2025. Once again, another successful background. Very impressed with his work. I've been working with Red-25 for the past year. I originally found him on the 1UP channel, the first union of players, and he's been helpful ever since for a number of my Let's Plays since Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So since then, he's been the one designing my backgrounds. So yes, check him out in the description below. Alright, next, UnrealSapling. Who's my inspiration for starting YouTube? My two main inspirations would have to be Super Skarmory and Maryland, mainly because they're two Nintendo DS camcorder LPers. Much like myself, most of the LPs I do are on the DS, and all of them are camcorder LPs. I don't know, maybe I might move up to a capture card once it's necessary, but for the next few games I'm going to be doing, they're not exactly the most high-definition games, so it's not like they require a capture card to look good. What I'm basically saying, they're not going to look like crap if I record them on a camcorder. So I think I'm just going to skip with that. I kind of like the experience. It feels a bit more realistic for me personally. I don't know. I have something with emulators. I just don't feel it doesn't feel very authentic to me personally, because it isn't authentic, which is why I prefer actually playing the game and being able to commentate for you guys. Alright, so thank you for that question, UnrealSapling. Next is PokeGuideHQ. His first question is, what is my favorite / first YouTube Pokemon game that I ever played? Not YouTube game, Pokemon game. Alright, my favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Leaf Green for the Game Boy Advance. Absolutely love the game. It's a very good Pokemon game, remake of Red, Blue, and Green, which are also great Pokemon games. My first Pokemon game I ever played is Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy. I love Pokemon Yellow. The little Pikachu that follows you around is so cute, and he gives you little facial expressions whenever you interact with them, so I think that's a really cool feature. And it was one of the earlier Pokemon games, so come on, you just gotta like the first generation. It was the best. Don't front, it was the best. Okay, next is who's my favorite YouTuber that's not an LPer? Well, obviously my favorite YouTuber, well, this may not be very obvious, but it's the Angry Video Game Nerd. I absolutely love him. He makes very, very well-produced videos. He was in my top 5 series, my top 5 Tuesday series, as my favorite YouTuber. And he puts a lot of work into his videos, which is one of the reasons I respect him so much. He just puts so much effort into them. Alright, next question is what are my favorite hobbies? Which I'm guessing you mean what are my favorite hobbies besides YouTube and gaming in general? Well, I have a couple. I watch anime, I read manga, I hang out with friends, camaraderie. Although I am pretty introverted, I do like to hang out with friends still. Number 4 is I play guitar. Number 5 is I like to bicycle ride a lot. I like to cycle a lot, but since Hurricane Sandy hit, probably most of the trees in my local park have been snapped down. They're probably all scattered on the floor like a graveyard of trees. So bike riding is out of the question for at least a week or two. So yeah, those are my hobbies besides gaming. Next is why did I start a YouTube channel? Well, initially to do Let's Plays. Of course, I base my channel mainly around gaming and mainly around making Let's Plays. I branched off to do other stuff like a top 5 series that I call it Top 5 Tuesdays. I do unboxings and reviews of random products. Still gotta put up a Strawberry Panic anime review because I watched through the anime quite a while ago. And I got a good basis of what I want to talk about and how I want to break down the review criteria. So that's what I do on my YouTube channel. That's why I started. And next is what's my favorite color? This is just a fun little question you want to throw in. My favorite color is hot pink. Yep, it's hot pink. Alright, next. LegaiaRaSeru asks, other than the games you do for your Let's Plays, what other games do you enjoy? Well, I enjoy the Zelda series. The Zelda games is one... The Zelda series is one of the few series I still haven't done a Let's Play of that I really enjoy. I'm a big Zelda fan. Surprised I haven't done a Zelda Let's Play yet. I'll probably do one in the near future. Don't have anyone's planned for now, but I would definitely love to do one. Next would be the Contra series. Classic side-scroller shooter. Absolutely love it. Very retro. Love the music of it. Personally, my favorite Contra game is Contra 3 for the Super Nintendo. And I think it just had the most improvements. The Genesis Contra, I think Lost Corpse or Dead Corpse is really fun as well. Okay, what's my favorite junk food? Favorite junk food is Pringles, in particular sour cream and onion Pringles. I absolutely love those. I'm not a big fan of the regular tasting Pringles, like the original super classic taste. I'm not a big fan of that one. But sour cream and onion Pringles, oh man, I could eat them all day, especially while gaming. Next would be what's my favorite video game genre. My favorite video game genre is by far the role-playing game genre. Now, if RPGs did not exist on this planet, which I don't know why they wouldn't, but that would really suck if they did not exist. My second favorite gaming genre is the first-person shooter genre. I know it's been overdone nowadays, but I like a lot of classic shooters, such as GoldenEye, Doom, Duke Nukem, Halo 1. Some really classic games right there that you should check out if you haven't done so already. Next is what's my favorite type of music. Video game music is allowed. Personally, my favorite type would have to be metal. Maybe 80s metal, 70s metal. I listen to a lot of Metallica, Black Sabbath, Van Halen, Aerosmith. All those classic metal bands I'm just a big fan of. Next, or lastly, for LegaiaRaSeru is what's my favorite lesser-known YouTube channel, which would have to be XPrimer13. He's a Call of Duty gamer who makes commentaries, very interesting commentaries. He has a lot of potential to grow, and he's a YouTube partner. So he's definitely up there in the ranks. Not up there in the ranks. In terms of small LPers, he definitely has a chance, or small YouTubers, he definitely has a chance to grow. He has a lot of potential, and I enjoy watching his videos and his commentary style. So thank you for all those wonderful questions, LegaiaRaSeru. Next is the Colony of Corruption. His first question is not really a question at all. Basically, all he wrote was, can't wait for college. So I'm guessing that means, am I excited for college? Which, hells yeah, I am excited for college. Not sure if I'm going to go away or not. I do have the option to actually stay with a roommate in an apartment that I currently live in now, because my family is actually going to move out once I start going to college after my first year. So I think that would be pretty cool. And my roommate will actually be out of college and have a full-time job by then. Pretty sure of it. So that could be an option. Might go with that one. It seems like it would be a little less loans I would have to pay off, as opposed to me going to a dorm that would be more expensive. So I'm definitely excited for college. Who do you think are the funniest people on YouTube? Not LPers. Well, two in particular that I could think of would have to be Super Ego and Make Me Bad 35. Make Me Bad 35 is a very funny YouTuber. Even when I'm in a depressed state, Make Me Bad 35 could always put me in a good mood and always make me laugh out loud. Literally, when I'm watching his videos, some of the things he does are so dumb and hilarious, I just start laughing out loud. Literally. Alright, number 3 is, do you go around watching random AMVs on YouTube like me? Yeah, of course I do. Don't watch random AMVs. Personally, I like to watch AMVs from animes I've already watched. But I do go around quite a bit. Whenever I'm bored, I might look up a certain particular song for an anime, maybe watch it. They are pretty entertaining to watch, though. So thank you for all those awesome questions, sir. Next would be LuxraySwagger, and this is going to be the last guy I'm going to be answering for this part of the Q&A, because I do got a lot of more questions to answer. I will make a part 2, though. First question he asks, I'm not going to answer that one. He asks what's my favorite LPer, but someone else asks what's my top 10 favorite LPers. So I think I'm just going to save it up for part 2, where I answer who's my top 10 favorite LPers. Next is best YouTube friend. Well, my best YouTube friend has to be Shadow Demon 11, TheColonyOCorruption. He's been around for over a year, supported my videos, and I've supported him. Hasn't made very many videos lately. I think the last video he uploaded, besides this recent stream, was about 2 months ago. So not very active. I understand he's a full-time college student. Totally understandable. So hopefully he does start making LPs at some point. I'm not sure if he's still going to make LPs, but he's a very cool, supportive YouTube friend. He's always been there for me throughout all my Let's Plays, even my first one. So that's dedication. Thanks a lot for being there, man. Really. Anyways, next is what's my favorite game? Once again, someone else asked a similar question. What's my top 5 favorite games? So I'm not going to answer that one just yet. Last one is an interesting one. What's my favorite LP I've done? And this one's a pretty tough one, because I love all the LPs I've done. I would have no trouble doing them all over again if I had the chance to. But my favorite has to be Sonic Adventure DX for the XBLA, Xbox Live Arcade. Because it's the one LP I've done where afterwards I actually didn't feel sick of the game. Because when you do an LP, when you're doing it slowly, part by part, it could take a month or 2, or even 3 months, 4 months to finish the LP if you're slightly dedicated. If you're slow, it could take a year. So once you're actually done with the LP, you kind of feel sick of the game. Which is why when most people see the credits for their game, for their LP, they just give a sigh of relief. They're so glad they're finally over with it, because it takes a while to do an LP. You know? So definitely Sonic Adventure XD, mainly because I actually didn't get that side effect of doing a Let's Play and being sick of the game afterwards. I was still playing the game the day after. That's how much I love it. And that's all the questions for this part, guys. On the next part, I will be answering the rest of them. So look, the video already got up to 13.5 minutes. So I will see you guys in the next part.